Good morning, and this is the Daniel Saul Show, where you will witness sports talk and debate from yours truly, Daniel Sauls. Well, there's only one more thing for me to say. On this show, your passion meets truth. Tomorrow, April 20th, is going to be one of the biggest nights in the history of boxing. King Ryan Garcia is going to be facing the WBC super lightweight champion, Devin the Dream Haney. I posted a video about 2 months ago, and I talked about the potential fight, and I gave my prediction on who would win if the fight happened. A week or two later, fight was announced, and here we are a day before the fight. I listened to the press conference. I listened to all of them. I listened to each one talk separately on their social media platforms, yada, yada, yada. Here's my final analysis and breakdown of this fight and what I think is going to happen. First, what can we expect as fans, going into the fight? What can we expect when we watch this fight? Well, I think it's very simple. We can expect fireworks. We can expect electricity. Especially if you're at the Barclays Center. You'll feel the electricity. You'll feel the fireworks. You'll feel the energy, in the building. Like, you're going to feel it. And for me, I said Devin Haney would win by decision and Ryan by knockout. That never changed. My final analysis was Devin Haney would win. That has changed. Devin Haney is a way better pure boxer than Ryan, but this is what I feel like is going to happen. First of all, the gimmicks that Ryan's playing and all the antics, I think he's messing up. I think he's messing with everybody's head. I think he's messing with everybody. Here's why. I think he's fooling us. Because in reality, it only takes 10 to 15 seconds to post something, right? And every time he posts something, people are like, oh, you're posting, you're not focused. Well, you know what? That's not necessarily true because there's 24 hours in a day. It only takes 10, 15 seconds to post a video. Do the math, because that math ain't mathing if he's not focused. Now, on the other hand, Ryan Garcia, playing all these games and all this stuff, making people think that he's not training, makes me feel like he's training extremely hard. Makes me feel like he's training a lot more than he ever has. Like former trainer Joe Goosen said, you don't train Ryan Garcia. Well, that's the problem. That's where he failed. That's why he failed to beat Gervonta Tank Davis. Because you failed him as a trainer, as the head coach. You failed your trainee. You failed Ryan Garcia. You failed him. You just did. You failed him. And that's because you didn't, suck it up and train the man. You didn't put your foot down. You're like, you know what? You're going to do all this and you are going to be this and you're going to go into the ring like this. Joe Goosen has great intelligence, but as a trainer, not so much, okay? Derrick James don't play games. Derrick James is a former, trainer of the year. He's going to be a Hall of Fame trainer without a doubt. Okay. This dude ain't playing games. He probably agreed to train Ryan and was like, look, I don't play games. I'm the real deal. You're going to do exactly what I say and you're going to be a champion. You're going to win these fights. Okay. After the Oscar Duarte fight, they've gotten better with their chemistry. Okay. Their chemistry is getting better. They are now showing like they can put on a real good performance. What I mean by that is watching the films of his training, his pad work, everything. He looks like he's training a lot harder than he normally does. It looks like he is perfecting a lot of things that he couldn't do before. A lot of people criticize him for keeping his hands down, and all the training videos I've seen, he's keeping his hands up. All the training videos I've seen is that his power's gotten better. We already know he's fast. We don't need to see that. I don't think that's going away. I think what he's showing is what he's gaining, to be honest with you. I think he's hinting at us what he's going to do in the ring, and we're not even focused on it. We're focused on, him saying, children this, children that, and they locked my accounts. I can't do this, I can't do that. Like, we are focused on the wrong thing. He's fooling us by putting his real information out there, right? Like the real truth of his training videos, short little training videos, okay? He's showing what he's good at and what he's perfecting and what he's mastering and things that he's fixing that he was doing wrong before. And he's also posting a lot more of stuff that's making us think that he's not focused. I think that's a lie. I think that Ryan Garcia is going to come out strong. I think he's going to put a lot of pressure. Devin Haney's not really great with pressure fighters. Lomachenko definitely beat him. He got robbed. Haney did not deserve to win that fight. But anyhow, Devin Haney was not looking good in that fight because he was getting pressured. Lomachenko had pressure. He had speed. He had not much power, and that's why he didn't get knocked out. But in reality, he was getting hit with a lot of shots. When he's fighting, he gets hit a lot. Same with Canelo, they get hit a lot. But they do throw counter punches really well. That's what I'll give credit for. Devin Haney can throw really good counter punches. But in reality, and in the real, scheme of things, you got to understand that Devin Haney gets hit a lot. And because of that, Ryan Garcia can capitalize on that fact, right? He pressured Gervonta. What makes you think he's not going to pressure Devin Haney? I mean, Tank is more of a scarier fighter than Devin Haney is. Devin Haney's just a pure boxer, as opposed to Tank is a fierce animal. Like, he's going to take your head off. Devin Haney can't take nobody's head off. The 15 people he knocked out were nobodies. I mean, you're talking about people that literally are nobodies. And you could say the same thing about Ryan, but at the end of the day, Devin Haney has no knockout power. If he wins this fight, it's off a decision. If Ryan wins, it's off a knockout, and I'm leaning towards Ryan in this one. But if Devin Haney wins, I would not be shocked. I think he's the safest bet. If you're going to bet on the fight, I think you should bet on Devin Haney to win by decision. Either unanimously or split decision. And I think that if you're voting on a knockout, if you're going to bet on a knockout, then you should bet on Ryan Garcia. But I'm going to tell you something that I don't like. Before the fight starts and everything, I'm going to tell you exactly what I don't like in this whole build-up and everything. I watched the final press conference, the entire thing, okay? What I don't like about Ryan Garcia, even though I'm pulling for him to win, I hope he wins. I'd love to have him on my show and interview him. I'd like to say that. Ryan, if you're watching, I'd love to have you on my show. I think you're a great fighter, and I'm pulling for you to win, and I hope you win. I hope you brutally knock out Devin Haney. I strongly, strongly believe you will. But I'm going to tell you something that I don't like, and I'm going to be real with you because that's who I am. I'm real. The trash talk you're saying, I get it. You got to be confident. Who shouldn't be confident going into a fight? That's stupid. You should be confident. But here's my thing. Ignorance is just one bad thing. I mean, when they asked you, what should fans expect from you, and what should we be hoping to get out of you in this fight? What are you going to do in this fight? He said, I'm going to break his neck. No, you're not. You're not. You're not going to break his neck. I mean, what are you aiming for? His throat? Like, no, you can't punch his throat. How are you going to break his neck? What, are you going to flip him over and do MMA? This is boxing. You're not going to break his neck. So just shut up. Shut up. Or you can say a real answer and say, I'm going to give it all I have. I'm going to show why I'm here. And I'm going to prove to all of you, even though I don't have to, that I'm the real deal. That's all you got to say. You're going to say, I'm going to demolish him, or I am going to punish him. You don't have to say, I'm going to break his neck, because that's not going to happen. So don't say something that will not happen. It will not happen. So why say it? Why say it? It makes no damn sense. It's annoying. It's really annoying. Say something that actually means something. Like, seriously. Say something that's actually going to happen. Tell us what you actually think is going to happen. Don't tell us some fantasy. Like, come on, man. And another thing. When DAZN is live for the open workouts on YouTube, okay? Live television. When you get interviewed, you are cursing like crazy. You're like, Jesus this, Jesus that. Oh my God. And I'm a Christian too, Ryan. I'm a fellow Christian. I love Jesus Christ. But if you're going to go say, thank you, Jesus, for everything, and then all of a sudden you're going to be like cursing, saying F-bombs and everything, how does that make you look? There are children watching the fight. There are children watching this live on YouTube. And you're going to go throwing F-bombs everywhere? Like, you're like, children this, children that, the children this. And you're going to go curse? How do you think that makes you look? How do you think that makes you look? Show some class, Ryan. Show some professionalism. Like, God, that kills me. It really does. It kills me. I just don't understand you. I don't understand. Just go out there and fight. Prove him. Just knock him out. Knock him out. And Devin, y'all made a bet that you were going to knock him out in the first round. Devin, you ain't going to knock anybody out in the first round. You won't even knock out a nobody on the street in the first round. You can't knock anyone out. You knocked out nobodies. So don't say you're going to knock anybody out. You can't. You have pillow hands. Like, look, this fight is a great fight. Whether or not they were going to be talking trash or not, it was going to be great build-up. You know, there would still be massive pay-per-view numbers and tickets sold. But at the end of the day, be professional, okay? Have some professionalism. Be legit. Talk your smack and go out there and fight. Okay? You don't have to say ignorant stuff, but talk. And then go in there and walk the walk. Do it. Do what you think you're going to do. And I think Ryan Garcia is going to brutally knock out Devin Haney. Peace out, y'all.